Good morning. How are you doing? Oh, Lord. Happy Sunday. A bit tired. A bit tired. Been on for the worst. How are you? I got my magic elixir soap. Nice. I find it difficult to function with at least some sort of form of caffeine in the morning, whether it be a cup of tea, coffee, or a soda pop. Oh, okay. Huh. It's in the afternoon. How's the weather out there? Okay. Oh, good. Do you prefer tea or coffee? Overall. Coffee. It's funny because I've always been coffee, but as I get older, I'm starting to lean a little more towards tea. Lady T, speaking of tea, good morning. How are you, dear? It's 5:30. Yes, yes, it is. Jan, good morning, dear. How are you? YouTube. I'm a YouTube creator. Well, thank you, Marion. Thank you. It's been rough. I'm day 5. Day 5, people. I'm day 5. Not that I'm counting, mind you, but you know. Actually, I've met everyone except for one other gentleman, but everyone seems to be nice. In fact, the one lady to my left, she asked me if I had a TV and stuff. I said no, that's fine. I have my internet and I have my cell phone and stuff like that. She's like, well, I have an extra little TV if you want to watch, but all you need is an antenna. And I'm like, no, that's cool. It's all right. But no, everybody seems pleasant, and I don't think we're going to have any issues as far as space is concerned, like in the refrigerator or food being mistaken or pots and pans or anything like that. Not that I'm going to put anything to the test. I mean, I bought my food. I have food in the refrigerator and the freezer. I still have my name on it. Um, but as far as like pots and pans and dishes and stuff like that, I think I'm still gonna keep that in my room for the most part. I just don't want to. I just don't want to invite any problem. I don't want to put anything to the test like that. So. But the food problem and the food situation, occupying space in the refrigerator and the freezer, I don't see that to be a problem. Well, we have a 1.5 bathrooms. The full bathroom is out in the living, out by the kitchen area, in the main hallway, and the one bathroom that I share with the one lady. It's kind of the logistics of the house is kind of the one lady to the left of me are on the side of the house. We have a partition from the main hallway, and she and I share the half bathroom. And then you come out, turn right, and then turn right again to the main hallway, and then you enter the main bathroom with the shower and bath, and then the kitchen over to the right, and then it opens up into the living room, and then to the front entryway. So it's kind of cool because she and I are the only ones that really use our bathroom, so it's nice. So maintaining that bathroom is going to be pretty simple. Yeah. I think it would be a little bit more difficult just to have one bathroom for 5 roommates. Can you guys hear the music in the background? No? I bet you YouTube's gonna hear it. Oh, they have sensitive ears. Oh, oh excuse me. Oh. Yeah, they can be. You know, it's funny because a lot of people think that they actually have. They used to, I think. I think they used to, but they think they have people that listen in. It's just their software that listens in for copyright music. I've just given up on them. If I get dinged, I get dinged, but no big deal. Yeah, actually, I have a couple more errands to run after I'm done with this morning, and I think I'm going to go back and take a nap. I have 2 big blisters on my feet. Oh, I've just been walking around. Oh, speaking of walking around, tomorrow, folks, I won't be doing a live stream. Tomorrow, I start my work program, so I think it's 3 times a week. So I'll be gone from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So I won't be able to do the morning live stream tomorrow, starting tomorrow. I think it's every other day, something like that. So at least I'll be able to get the ball rolling on that. Do you guys like yesterday's video? I know Jan did. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a great afternoon. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Slowly but surely, yes. Yes. Everything's piecing together. So I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna probably go down to South Pasadena today. I haven't been down there in a while. I will usually go to South Pass for 4th of July. Kind of venture down there. It's really nice. One little area I wouldn't mind living in is South Pasadena. It's beautiful. I know. Yesterday here we had a lot of police activity in Southern California. Car chases. We had the one car chase that I ended up in Silver Lake, barricaded in a Trader Joe's hostage situation. There was one gentleman that got out, and he was freaking out because I'm not sure of the details, but he got out, but he kept yelling and screaming, "My children are inside! My children are inside!" I still haven't even checked my Facebook news, but I think we had 3 police incidences, 2 of them ending in fatalities. As my friends and I would say, people are losing their shit. It's just no, I do because I got my I still have my work shoes from when I was working at Sugarfish. So it's not like I can carry a wardrobe, you know. So these things are killing me. But on the first, I'll remedy that. I'll remedy that because I normally I like my walking shoes. I like my preferred shoes. My choice of shoes are New Balance. So you guys can't really hear the music, man. If you can't hear it, YouTube's gonna hear it. Especially I got one PA over here. Oh my god! I think I need to chew on some coffee beans. I'm delirious. I'm also tired because I'm a little loopy still from my medication. So I'm at the 30,000 foot level right now. So Jan, you liked that statue yesterday, huh? Yeah, like I would say, we have a lot of memorials here in Pasadena, but nowhere else in the country have I ever seen more war memorials in my life than living in Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, there are, I think, per capita, I think there's more war memorials in the state of Wisconsin than there are in any other states. Did you know that Wisconsin, the state of Wisconsin, and Michigan, but primarily Wisconsin, is, this is sad to say, is the largest and was the largest contributor of U.S. soldiers in wartime history? That means more men, young men, were pulled out of the state of Wisconsin more than any other state. That's when the time when a serviceman could stand on the side of the road and a Greyhound bus would just pull over at random and pick them up, free of charge. Here's a free ride. Off you go. I didn't know that because also there's like wherever you go, like a lot of tanks, like in parks and in cemeteries and cannons and big big shell guns. And I asked one of my coworkers, I go, "What is it with you guys? You guys are freaks. How come you guys got so many tanks all over the area and big, 52-inch shell guns or whatever?" So he says, "No, it's because Wisconsin was the biggest contributor of wartime history when it comes to servicemen." Like, really? He says, "Yeah." Says, more men went in the service and came out of the state of Wisconsin. And Michigan is second. I think Minnesota is the third or fourth. Yeah, but Wisconsin's the biggest. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Kind of a bittersweet legacy to have. Oh, Lady T. Um, I'm not looking. Not looking. If it happens, yes. But I'm not. I'm not. I'm not mindset, and to go chasing around. But if it happens, it happens. I kind of. I need to get myself focused before I actually initiate. But like I said, if it happens in the process, then that's fine. But I also have to make it abundantly clear to that person what my situation was and what my situation is, and that I don't have my shit all together and I'm still in the process of restructuring. So, and with anybody, if you always come across someone who's in the process of restructuring their life, you either take it or you have to be at an understanding level with that person. Yeah. Oh my God, this is like the top 80s channel right now. I'll take it back to being 16 again. Oh my God, I'm seeing myself at the Glendale Galleria. Lord. I like this. Oh, that's terrible, Darren.
Yeah.
Wow, that's way too young, Jan.
Yeah. Oh, I think I remember saying you want to help with the alcohol problem. Yeah.
Good morning, Sharon.
Well, you still can. Yeah. He's gone through program. He's covering alcohol in the attic. You know, most of your problem. That's cool. And he's humble.
I think my mother was 54 when she passed away. I'm 2 years younger than that. I'm at the right around the corner from when she passed away. But she left because of the alcoholism. So, and she died a most horrible death. That's why I was kind of also, I was also very anxious to change my situation because of the situation and the alcohol that was sometimes involved. But see, my mom did what she did purposely. I knew and my family knew what she was trying to do. And she was purposely trying to kill herself. And she didn't have the courage to, let's say, cut her throat or whatever. So she was doing it. The most commonality way was alcohol. Alcoholics, their way of, it's not because they're trying to solve the problems, it's that they're trying to commit suicide. And they try to commit suicide through alcohol. It's a slow process, but when it happens abruptly. Because when my mom went into stasis, and she had liver failure, she was taken to Hawthorne Community Hospital. She was in the emergency room. She was suffering for about a good 40 minutes. The hospital director, I remember I was 18. My friend Scott was with me. And I was sitting in his office, and he told me she went through a lot of, he didn't hold back. She went through a lot of pain. She was suffering. She was convulsing. She was going in and out of seizures. Her liver popped. She died and drowned in a pool of blood. And she just went. She just went. And I remember I asked to see. I wanted to see her. I wanted to see her body. And they said, no, she's not in any good condition. You don't want to. I go, no, I want to see her. And I had to lobby, and my friend Scott, we lobbied for about a good half hour. We didn't leave the hospital, and finally they said, okay. So I remember we're waiting in the waiting room, and the security guard came. He says, okay, Charlie Salinas? I go, yeah. He says, okay, you're here to view your mother? Yeah. It's okay. And I go, Scott, you want to come? And Scott was kind of funny because his mother was a nurse, an RN at Hawthorne Community Hospital. I remember I'd go over there for dinner, and she would tell us all these stories, like, oh my God, this guy was shot. He had a knife sticking out of the back of his head. Scott was kind of queasy. He's got this thing about blood and needles. So I go, come on, Scott. And he's like, no. I go, come on, Scott. You deserve to see mom just as much as I do. No. So I go, okay, I'll be back. So I went down there, and they had these deep freezers, kind of maybe 4 feet, kind of in an elevator, and there's like 3 trays, 3 long beds, and they had her, and then they pulled her out forward, they laid her on top, and she was naked. She still had a lot of blood on her face. They didn't clean her up. And I asked the security guard if they could get me a towel. So they got me a wet towel, and I wiped off her face. And I was angry. I got angry at her. And I think I cursed. I think I cursed at her. And I kissed her on the cheek. And I made peace with her. But I knew what she was trying to do all along. I knew, my friends knew, my family knew what she was trying to do. And I don't want to condone it, but I kind of want to say she deserved it because she struggled a lot with me. Raising me, having asthma, and asthma as a child back in the 60s and 70s was really rough. Nowhere did they have the medication as they do now. It was mainly all steroids. I mean, like the first process right now for a person that has asthma attack, they give them breathing treatments. Back when I was a kid, the first thing they would do is give you a shot of adrenaline, which only exasperated the situation because it brought your anxiety up, and it really wouldn't calm you down. It would open up your lungs, but it wouldn't bring your anxiety down. And anxiety is what keeps the onset of the asthma attack. I was on steroids almost all my young life. My weight fluctuated. I looked like Jerry Lewis in his last days. You know, prednisone. Prednisone. If anybody's ever taken prednisone, it makes you eat like a pig. So, and it mixes your metabolism up. So I was on prednisone, theophylline, breathine. All sorts of stuff. It was so bad that I actually had a vial of adrenaline at my school with my number 10 BD syringes, where I would give my own shot to myself, and adrenaline at home. So I would give my own shots of adrenaline in case my asthma came. That was that bad. I mean, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm having an asthma attack. My mom's taking me there, getting little to no sleep, and then she's got to go to work around 6 o'clock in the morning, and she's doggone tired. So, yeah, I don't. At the moment, I was really angry with her, but after a while, I came to terms with myself, and I knew what she was doing, and it was the only way that she could ease her pain. Again, not that I'm condoning it, but for my mom, I guess it was the only solution. And try as we may, my friends and I, we tried to have my mom switch out. You know, we tried to have her switch out to smoking weed with us, and she did. And a couple times she smoked pot with us, and she's like, I don't get it. I don't feel anything. I don't see what you kids get out of this. She kept repeating it. And my one friend Dan goes, Carmen, you're stoned. What are you talking about? I don't understand. What are you talking about? I don't get it. You're repeating yourself. You're stoned. Oh, you guys are crazy. This is shit. This is shit. I don't like it. I used to. I used to drink. I mean, and up until recent too, also. But I would drink like a can of beer, mainly malt liquor. Ugh. Just thinking about the taste is horrible because it had a decent amount of alcohol in it for a 25-ounce can, and I drank it to sedate myself, to be able to sleep through the night, so I wouldn't have to wake up and hear all these noises and be so paranoid. And it still wouldn't help. I don't need it now. I've been actually, honestly, I've been sober for about a little over 2 months. And even more so now. Now that I'm relaxed, a lot less stress-free. I just don't like, honestly, I just don't, something about alcohol, I don't like the taste, especially when it comes to spirits. Mine was Jim Beam and vodka. Those were like my two things, Jim Beam and vodka. When the ex and I were together, she liked brandy. She liked E&J brandy, and I never had brandy in my life. And then I got hooked on brandy, and ooh, even the smell as it comes up through my nose. Ooh, it's like walking by some big puddle of barf during the middle of summer. It's ooh, ugh, nasty. I would rather have them bring back prohibition against alcohol than and make marijuana legal. Now, see, I smoke pot. I've always smoked pot all my life, ever since I was like 14. It's not addictive. You can't OD from it unless you smoke about almost a ton. It's relaxing. It helps with my stress. It helps me. And you know what? And actually, I haven't even smoked any weed in about a month, and I haven't even bought any pot in like 3 months. It helps with my seizures, my onset. It helps with my depression. It helps a lot with my sciatic nerve. That's for damn sure. But alcohol. What did Bob Marley say? Herb is the healing of a nation. Alcohol is the destruction. You know, Lady T, it is very hard. There are people, I've known people that have actually gone through the process and have managed to stay sober whilst being homeless, and I commend those people because it's not an easy thing. I mean, waking up to the same situation, to the reality that you're fucking homeless, you know, and there's no relief in sight for the immediacy. I can't even imagine. Well, I can, because I think while I was homeless, the longest I ever was homeless or sober was maybe about 4 months. I used to go to AA meetings around 5 o'clock in the morning, just down the street. And actually, there was a sports celebrity figure that was in my group, but I can't say who, because we have this bond, we have this pact, and he is a celebrity sports figure, but he was in my group, and he would come around maybe 3 times a month, and he would always sit next to me, and we'd always chat, stuff like that. But I did that for about a good 3-4 months, and then something happened. Oh, I think I had a falling out with the pastor or something like that. That's right. Yeah, that's when he stopped paying me. He stopped calling me. That guy still owes me a lot of money. So, and I got pissed off, and I remember I went to AM/PM that day, and I bought a can of Hurricane malt liquor, and I just sat outside the library, and I just drank. Went back. I ended up having like 3 cans before the end of midday, and I was really fucked up. I went inside the library, and the security guards know me, And the one guy says, Charlie, you all right? I go, yeah, sure. I'm fine. He's like, says, you smell like alcohol. I just had one drink. You know the rules. You can get over here. So I'm fine. No, sure. Just go outside. Just go outside. All right. Fuck it. I'll go outside. So I just went outside. Yeah, I know. You know what excuse me. You know, and when I was in Vegas, Vegas has changed since I last lived there. They've changed their for anybody that's ever been to Vegas. Now it used to be that you could sit at the slot machines or at the bar playing poker or slots or whatever, and the cocktail waitresses and the bartender would just feed you drinks, keep you inebriated so you can spend more and more money, right? That was the game. Kind of a mutuality, you know. You get me fucked up, I give your casino money. Understandable. It was cool. But I think now this is my thinking. This is my way of thinking, as sick as it may be, because there are so many also homeless people. One of the two states that they flock to is California and Las Vegas. So alcoholism being the number one thing in homeless communities. The cocktail waitresses are very few and far between. They only go and look at the people that are actually putting money into the machines and have their players cards inside the machine. And they distinguish people, the ones that look like transients, the ones that look like regular people, because they were losing a lot of money. A lot of homeless people were going to casinos, play like penny or nickel slots, and just get fucked up and cause problems. So they started changing their ways. So this last time when I went to Vegas, and I didn't have thank goodness, I didn't have a lot of money. I think after my bus ticket and everything paid for, I must have had maybe 80, 90 bucks in my pocket. Bought a pizza. I had some money on my credit card, but not much. I went to I went to Jimmy Buffett's casino. Love Jimmy. And I sat at the bar and I was playing nickel poker. You know, when I got to Vegas, it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel the same. I don't know why I picked Vegas. I should have gone to like Frisco. I think it would have just cost me just as much to go to Frisco or San Diego just to run away. Vegas. So I went there and I'm sitting there and I'm drinking vodka and stuff. I think I got maybe comped maybe one or two drinks, but after I cashed out, I won maybe like $5. I lost maybe about $40. And the guy gave me the receipt to sign. I ended up spending, he charged me like $21 in drinks. So they're not as free-handed anymore as far as giving drinks away as they used to, which is a good thing. But, and I remember that afternoon, it was around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I went back to the bus terminal and I tried to see if I couldn't get back on an early bus back to California. 2 buses came, and the driver said, well, if we're booked up, you're going to have to wait till your bus comes. 2 buses came, they were booked up, and I just sat at the bus terminal until 1 o'clock in the morning, and I just couldn't wait to get back. I just didn't like being in Vegas anymore. I just don't like Vegas. I mean, I like it, but cultural-wise, there's nothing to do there. Gambling, drinking, and sex. It's the only thing that Vegas has to offer. With the exception of the gambling, I can get that anywhere, you know. It's just I don't know. The smell and the sensation of being in Vegas is just not comforting. It's not fun. But as someone pointed out, I did pull down my pants and I slid on that ice. I never realized I did that until someone pointed it out. Charlie, you know when you went to Vegas, you pulled down your pants and you slid on that ice like you said. Damn, yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, my goodness, I'm starting to wake up. You know, and a lot of you folks have already suggested that I should take some time out and take it easy, chill out. Still feel like I need to do something about this homeless situation. I know I'm not going to be able to solve it, but I feel like I need to do something now that I have a bit of a structure in my life. Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. I think I ordered a, instead of a regular bed, I ordered a futon bed. Because honestly, I didn't want to have a couch and a bed. So I specifically wanted the futon bed so I could turn it into a couch during the daytime when not in use. And that way I could have room. I have a dresser that I ordered. I ordered a futon bed, a dresser, and a coffee table. Those are the three main pieces of furniture. So I know where I want everything. And the only other thing that I want to get is like what are those cheap kind of IKEA desks? You know what I mean? Something lightweight, not a heavy wooden furniture. I mean, I would love to have a big old. You know, my favorite piece of furniture is like as far as is a roll top. I've always loved as a child roll top desk. But one of those little cheap IKEA type of desks is what I want to get. But they didn't have any of those kind on the list because they give you a list of what you can order and what's available. So I think I'll get that later. But yeah, my futon, my dresser, and my coffee table, and my dishes, comforter, pots and pans, and I think some flatware. I think so. I have to check. I have a copy of it. Maggie? Yeah, you know, nothing, like I said, nothing special when it comes to this. Just one of those little cheapy IKEA kind of desks. That's cool with me. Until I get my own place, then yeah, that's different. It has the capability. No, there's nothing in the house like that. No. The house is wired for cable and phone services. But and I would like to get internet cable, but I don't want it for the household. I want it for myself, and I don't want to do one of these kind of things. Hey, you want to go in on? You want to share? I don't know. If I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it solely dedicated for me. So I don't know if I mentioned it, but the other day, day before yesterday, I went to T-Mobile and asked them how much more for a hotspot. So the device is going to cost me, I think, $80, and for an extra 10 gigs or an unlimited of data is going to cost me $25 more. So I'm looking at a total bill of my cell phone and Wi-Fi hotspot, maybe $105 a month, which is no big deal. It's a far cry from what I used to pay for Verizon. So, yeah, but if I do get cable, I just want it for myself, and I don't want to also because I don't want people to start. Now this is purely presumptuous. I don't want the roommates to say, "Hey, Charlie, you want to split the bill and stuff like that," because I don't want to split bills with any roommate. Because we've all been there. We've all been in that situation, and we know how it turns out in the long run. You end up getting stuck with the bill. Oh, I can't right now. I don't have the money. Well, then why did you even bother to ask me? So I don't want to invite that kind of friction. Roku. See, that's why I also I think I put on my Amazon wish list the Amazon Fire Stick. Isn't that the same thing as Roku? The Amazon Fire Stick. You have Roku? How is it? How does that work exactly? Oh, I see. Okay. Yes, we are. Yeah, I totally forgot about that Roku stuff. The only one that came to mind was the Fire Stick, because it's Amazon. So when I was doing the wish list, that popped up. So they're about the same, aren't they? I mean, same basis, I think. Ah, I see. Okay, so I still need it. That means okay. See, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call. I'm gonna have to call Spectrum TV and find out about getting singled out internet service just for my room. But see, that's gonna have to come later than sooner. Because as long as I get my hotspot, I'm okay. Because that means I'll have two hotspots, one on my phone and one on my dedicated device. And that's all I need. And the only reason why I'm getting the hotspot is to have my laptop run on it solitary. Because when I run my other cell phone and my tablet or my laptop, on my cell phone hotspot, it slows down my data stream quite a bit. But I'm just glad to have hotspots for what I pay. Because honestly, I've yet to come across any other phone service that has, for what I get for the bundle package that I get on T-Mobile. Can't get it with Verizon, can't get it with AT&T, can't get it with Sprint. Oh, did you get it during Amazon Prime? $20, yeah, because I think right now normally it's like $35. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Prime Day, yeah. They said that this year they made something over like 40 billion. 40 billion with a B as in Bob in sales this year alone. 9 to 10 times more than they did in the previous. That is incredibly insane. But then this year they had a lot more, a lot more things on sale, a lot more better selection and things that they offer. Maybe next year, knock on wood, I'll be in a better position. Right now, as it is, my thing is, as soon as I get a job, I got to go to family court in Los Angeles, and I got to start lobbying for my daughter to be able to get to see her. I gotta see. This is one of two phases. First comes the housing, then the job, and then I can shoot from the hip to the courts for my daughter. Good morning, Michelle. How are you? Oh yeah. I mean, just now waking up. My my witch's brew is starting to kick in.
The baby, right? So I said everybody does. A boy. He's already like 3 weeks old. Yeah. No, she went out and then she didn't have him from 2 weeks later. I know.
Well, you know, I have my own pirate sites. I have 3 pirate sites where I see. Actually, I can watch movies up to 3 days before they're premiered. So yeah, I have 3 movie pirate sites. I've been doing that for a few years now. So I got to watch. I got to see The Incredibles 2.5 weeks before it came out to the movie theater. So, and the movie, the Incredibles 2 was kind of like one of our family movies. So yeah, and I get to, yeah, I'm cool on that. But I get the Fire Stick. I'm gonna check into that. I always knew that you could hack Roku and Fire Stick. Yeah. The last time I actually went to the movies, I mean, not just like the $2 theater movie. Here in Pasadena, we have a $2 movie theater, which shows the main movies maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks later. But I think the last time I went to the movie theater that I actually paid full price was 2 years ago. I went to the movie theater that we have here called the ArcLight. I saw the Magnificent Seven. Oh shit! That was like $16 for a movie ticket. $16 and $6 for a soda. Granted, the soda is all you can drink. That was like $21, $22 right there for a movie ticket and a cup of soda. That was when I was dating Tanya. She has this spa where her and her girlfriend come over either to Montebello. Yeah, Montebello. So it was her girlfriend, and me. He dropped me off in Pasadena, so I go to movie theaters, and then they spent half the day at the spa, and then they picked me up. Back there. Yeah, that was the last time I went to pay full price at a movie theater to go see Magnificent Seven. It's too expensive. I don't see how families can do it now. I mean, for a small family, it's over $100 at least, easily. Oh, he has this Nike bag, okay, and he's got. This is very clever. He's got his Nike box, and he's got his Nike bag, like he just came from the Nike store. So when he goes to movie theaters, he'll go to like McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, and he's got it lined with plastic. So he fills up his Nike box with his food and his cans of soda and his snacks and his candy or whatever. And he puts it in his box, puts it in his Nike bag, and then he goes into the movie theater. Now, you got a Nike box and a bag and stuff like that. You're out shopping around, and you go buy a movie ticket. No one's going to question you, right? So he's in the movie theater, and this is like the most simplest and brilliant plan. How nobody ever thought about it is beyond reasoning. So that's how he does it. You know, he'll spend $5 in food instead of $30 at the concession stand at the movie theater. And I thought, God, that is the most cleverest freaking thing ever. So yeah, little FYI for you folks. So try that, you know, and that goes with anything, but mainly with shoe stores. You got to have that box so you can have the room in there and that structure, unless you wrap it up in something. But and line the inside of the bag with plastic, or keep it in a quart size or gallon bag of hefty Ziploc bags. That's pretty cool, right? I do. I go to the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store. Yeah, no, you got to get the twist. I don't know. The days of the drive-in theater and mom making a big brown paper bag full of greasy and buttery popcorn are long gone. Being in the station wagon, paying like $3 for a carload of kids. Actually, when I was 32, I was looking for investors to try to open up a drive-in. I had like two possible investors, but not enough capital. Wanted to open up a drive-in in Panorama. Or I think it was one of the last drive-ins that we had was in Panorama out in San Fernando Valley. I would. I'd do it. Because sometimes even if you have a backpack, they'll ask to check inside your backpack. I mean, it's kind of intrusive. I mean, that's my personal space, right? But they also say it just in case there's no weapons. But given the situation that we've had lately, so yeah, you kind of can't dispute that fact, right? But that Nike hack with the box and the bag, that's pretty clever. I think I'm going to do that next time I buy. Next time I buy shoes at the shoe store, I'm going to save my box and my bag, and I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. Because honestly, when it comes to, I don't mind spending money, but when it comes to spending money on myself, I'm a cheap bastard. I really am. I cheat myself out of a lot of things in life. Well, yeah, who's going to ask us to check someone's purse or whatever? So, especially a woman's handbag when it's like an oversized handbag. Unless you want to get slapped or punched. Yeah. Oh, we got Beyonce and Jay-Z coming here in September. Oh, that's going to be chaos here in Pasadena. Offer them a sandwich. But I'm going to try that. I got to buy new. But no, I do got to buy new shoes. I had these big Caterpillar brand Chug boots. Kill my feet. World. My God, I'm loving the music back here. Yeah, I have to. One of the things when you're homeless and you're male, you need to get boots because when it rains and you step off the curb and into the gutter, you're wearing sneakers, you're gonna get soaked feet. And being homeless and having soaked feet is the worst feeling ever. Yeah, they're expensive. Those tickets are expensive. I wouldn't. Even if I won tickets, I'd sell them. It's not worth it to me. I mean, definitely not on a bucket list, so I would sell them. I'd rather have the cash than to actually go for the event. Exactly. Thank you, Art. Thank you. And good morning. How are you? Photobombed. Thank you for keeping up. Yeah. I'm expanding my repertoire of life as it is. Doing better. It's so funny. Now that I realize something, you gotta order more business cards. You're just getting out to meet with you, invisible people. You were very rigorous and a good attitude, and you were taking care of yourself. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I didn't. None of my friends, my small circle of friends, nor I, we never acted the part, and we never dressed the part. One thing that we believe that just because you're in a world of hurt and you're homeless, there's no reason why you should act like an animal, dress like a homeless person, or have the attitude of a homeless person. It's difficult enough being in the situation that we are in to influence your situation of a crap hole. And me, first and foremost, I don't want people to take pity on me. Oh, look at that poor bum. Oh, God, he's so sad looking. Oh, he's so messy. Oh, honey, go give him 50 cents. I didn't want to be treated like that. I didn't want pity to be taken upon me in that manner. If there was going to be pity taken upon me, I wanted to be taken, at least given to be upon the situation that I'm trying to do something for myself. Do you understand that? So we didn't want to dress homeless. We didn't want to look homeless. And there's no reason to. Honestly, there's no reason to. So when you see homeless people act, it's because they're still angry at the world and they're not. I don't think they're wanting to do something for themselves. Again, that's just my point of view. And that's the point of view of my small circle of friends. Christy, good morning, dear. How are you? Self-dignity, yes, Jen. It is self-dignity. It is self-dignity. And you know what? I've been there. Those times when you folks haven't seen me for a few days, it's that little freaking pity party that no one else is invited but me alone. I mean, I've made invitations, but I've never mailed them out, and they've all been addressed to me alone. So yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, glad you made it. But I understand it. I understand the pity. But after being out here, and look, for the length of time that I've been out here, it's shorter than most. Maybe it's longer than a few. But I don't want to act like an animal. I don't want to be dressy, like tore up, tattered, dirty clothes, smelling of BO, hair all dirty and greasy. I don't want to look like that. Holy cow, 16. Oh my God, young man. Wow. Where are you from? North Carolina, really? Wow. Wow. Holy cow, I'm being humbled by a 16-year-old. Wow. Thank you so much. If I had a hat, I'd tip my hat off to you. Thank you so much. Delaware. Wow. Yeah, you know, that's always been my thing. Ever since the 70s, those infomercials, look at little Maria. She has to walk 6 miles to drink water and carry water from a little sewer. Well, little Maria isn't in the U.S., and we need to take care of our own backyard before we tend someone else's garden. Yeah, you know, it's still phenomenal to me. You know, I don't think it's really got me full circle yet, and I'm still being surprised every day. I don't know. I know what I've done, but I don't know. I guess my saving grace is that I'm the only one in Pasadena that does what they do. You know, nobody else wants to really talk about the situation here in Pasadena. Everybody still brushes it under the carpet. And even like when I was at the other Starbucks and I would mention the word homeless, people would scurry about and they're like, oh my God, this guy's talking about homeless in Pasadena. Let's get out of here. Yeah. See. So, yeah, for some reason, that word is very taboo. Very, very taboo. I don't know why. It's like a big scarlet letter. It's a big H. Ooh. Go right ahead. Okay. So the vlogging came out about now. Earlier in my timeline when I started about doing it was about the time was when I was assaulted and I got beat up. I don't remember. I don't know if you. I really got my butt handed to me. I mean, I almost died. So I already had this YouTube channel where it was just basically about, I started the channel about, I was going to post pictures for my wife's family and for my family, about our family and my daughter growing up and stuff like that. You know, things of that nature. So, and everything fell apart. We separated. I ended up on the streets. Nasty divorce. I ended up out here. So then about a year and a half later, when I got assaulted, when I got my butt handed to me, after I got out of the hospital, I had a cast on. My face was all messed up. I was just in a world of hurt I was in a world of anger. And I started posting a couple things on Facebook. And then one day I realized, well, I got this YouTube channel. I'll just make a video. And this was post coming out of the hospital. And I was just talking about pure anger about the world, about being homeless, and how unfair things are to me and all this other stuff. And then it just started posting a video here or there. Started becoming more of a regular thing. And then I started focusing on the homeless situation here in Pasadena. And then that's where my little credo came out of, I'm homeless in the city of roses, which is no bed of roses. And then I just started talking about the politics and the homeless situation here in Pasadena. And that's post me right there. See my face all broken up? And there's other pictures on my timeline. But that's how this came out. And I just started turning it into something a little bit more activism. I started bringing a little more recognition to homeless life situation. And then that's when Mark Horvath from Invisible People noticed me. He messaged me, or he mailed me. He asked me if he could do an interview with me. I said, sure. And then one became another. And then James from Homeless Lives Matter messaged me, asked if he could do an interview with me. Yeah. And then I did another one with Mark. And then it just became a regular thing. And now lately, these daily live streams have become because I get up so early in the morning that I still get antsy. I'm not one to sit idly by. Yeah, I'm housed now. I can spend the entire day in my room. I don't want to be in my room, honestly. I still want to be out and about. Even though my lifestyle has changed, I still try to focus on the homeless situation. But I also want to focus on my new life. I want to share things so much with everybody, you know, but not losing focus on what's important. What got me here? Out of travesty comes hope. So, yeah, it helped me a lot. It was my psychologist, my psychiatrist, my bartender, my shoulder, my ear. This whole thing was a tool for me to be using smartly. And that's what I use. It's helped me a lot. And out of this, I've made so many new friends. All you folks, you know, I've gotten to meet all you folks. And the feedback that I've gotten from everybody, Christy, Jan, Kelly, Paul, I mean, from United States to Australia to India to Russia to the Ukraine to Poland, Germany, I mean, Korea. I mean, I can go on and on. And the support. I know, invisible people, see, and Mark, if it wasn't for Mark was my launch pad, you know, and he helped me. Because you ask Mark, he'll say, when I first met Charlie, when I first saw his video, he was so angry. He was so angry at the world. I had a pitchfork in my left hand. Yeah, I was really mad. But it helped. Thank you for asking that question. Yeah. And here I have another person from France. My only addiction was the alcohol. The other common addiction in the homeless community is meth, crystal meth, methamphetamine. I was addicted to meth. When I was younger, when I had my house in Inglewood, I was selling dope. I was selling pot, acid, and mushrooms. And then I started selling crystal. And that was the worst time of my life. I got addicted to crystal meth. At one point in my life, I got down to like 97, 98 pounds. I was skinny as a rail. I wouldn't leave my house maybe but once a week at around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We used to have this chain supermarket called Boys Market. They were open 24 hours. And the only time I would go shopping at the supermarket was around 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning when the store is empty. Because there weren't people, I was convinced that people were always watching me and looking at me and staring at me. That paranoia, that delusional state. I mean, look, I have clarity with you folks. I'm not ashamed, and I'm not afraid of saying what I've done, how I've lived my life. What I've done, I've done. You know, can't change that fact, nor do I regret it, as I've said in the past. The good things and the shitty things that I've done in my life have made me who I am today. And if it's not for mistakes, we can't learn life, right? If we don't screw up in life, we're never going to learn, you know. And not to get political, that's why I get upset when they try to take down these Confederate statues, or groups want to remove like the 10 Commandments from a court building or a business building. That's our history. That's our past. It's not our sociological, it's our human past. It's our human history. And as it said, if we remove that, we are tend to repeat history again. Those are a constant reminder of what not to do. Those are bookmarks in our human life history. So if we get rid of that bookmark, we're going to lose that particular chapter in our human history, and we are doomed to tend to repeat it again. Why did we do that again? Well, we got rid of that statue. To realize that. Mark is very amazing. I love that guy. That's why, you know, I always repost his vlogs. I do my best to repost a lot of his stuff, you know. And he is like a freight train right now. There's so many good things coming for him. This thing that he has with Facebook and Oculus, that's so awesome. That is so cool. And he reached 25,000 with IV or whatever. Yeah, he reached 25. He reached another milestone. Thank you. You know what? Anytime, Art, if you have any personal questions, email me. You know, you can always follow the links down below in the past videos. If you email me, it's a private question that I won't reiterate online. Ask me anything, no problem. anytime, my friend. Young man, just stay studious, stay true to yourself, and just stay true. Have a good day. Good morning, Laura. Thank you. Yeah, that first day that I took that quick snippet of the video, I knew I was home. And like I told the gentleman that was helping me, I guess, yeah, I'm in love with this place. Yeah, I got it. Oh, um, whereas I'd like to share also with you folks, whereas I thought we didn't have central heating in there, we do. But I guess the air conditioner is on the fritz, and they're working on getting the air conditioning fixed. So hopefully by mid-August, the air conditioning will be fixed. So that'll help a lot. It'll increase our utility bill, but it's no big deal. I'd pay anything for air conditioning and heating, especially just to have central heating there. Come on, that's worth it. Okay. Always. I still got to work on doing a video like that. Okay. First time homeless, being a female. Stay away from men. Now, this is really bad, but this is from experience being out here and seeing how women, when they become homeless, and more so in Pasadena than any other part of LA County. I don't know what it is about Pasadena. Central Park and Memorial Park are the two parks where a woman can be victimized by true races. Two separate races. The Caucasian and the black male will victimize a woman quicker than you can spit. And they do it with amphetamines. They do it with methamphetamines. Oh, girl, you're so fine. Come over here. Kick it with me. I'll take you places where you've been. I'll take care of you. Yeah, you know what? They'll take care of you all right. They'll feed you meth. They'll love you. They'll give you the attention and the affection that you want. And the next thing you know, you're shoplifting for them. You're panhandling for them. You're stealing for them. They'll take whatever you earned and they'll throw you out in the shit of the world. Or they will keep you and abuse you. They will intimidate you and they will keep you downtrodden. The best thing, if you're a female and you become homeless, stay away from men. And also stay away from women. Women will just screw you up as well. They're just as catty, and the thing is, they're gonna consider you as competition. So they're gonna treat you like shit, and they're gonna have you beat up and abused. Your best bet is to always go to a church, go to some synagogue, go to some temple, go to a shelter, go to DPSS, Department of Social Services. Try to get some sort of help. Even, you know what? Even actually go to a fire station and ask a firefighter for some help. Look, I'm just homeless. I'm a woman. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Can you please give me some advice? Give me some help. go to a police station. For a guy, it's no big deal. It's no problem. Guys know how to hustle. That's just our human nature. But if you're a woman, get the fuck out. Stay away from guys. I've seen this happen so many times. The two young ladies that's why these young ladies, they come to me because I don't know if it's like the kind of daddy figure or whatever, but I try to give them advice and I've helped them out. And it's just like, they know I'm not going to take advantage of them, nor would I want to. But they always come to me for solace. And it's like, get away, you know? They have my phone. Here's the funny thing. They have my contact information. They know I'm on YouTube. They know I'm on Facebook. They know I'm LinkedIn. They know I'm on social media. They have both my phone numbers. They can contact me anytime. I don't see them for a spell. Where have you been? Oh, I got stuck in San Fernando. Why didn't you call me? I could have probably helped you out. Well, no, yeah, see, because you got hooked. You got hooked. You listened to those schmucks that were going to promise you something, and what did they do? They turned you out. Where did you spend last night? Well, I was at this party with this guy. See, exactly. Now what? Now what? First time homeless, stay away from men. Stay away from men. Don't listen to what a man has to say. Their tongue is forked like a viper. Police station, church, fire department, anybody, any authoritative, even, a paramedic. But always go to social services first. Even go to an emergency room. An emergency room, what people don't realize, they always have social services and they can direct you. Look, I'm scared. I'm just homeless. I'm female and I don't know what to do. Women have it so much harder being homeless. And men will always take advantage of that. They see that. They see that. I mean, maybe it's being divorced twice. Maybe it's because I have children and 2 daughters. But it's scary out there. It's not so much as a governmental problem. Look, I said this time and time again. If all the churches in the United States of America put together, homelessness could be solved within 12 hours. I guarantee you that. Because churches have more money than the government does. Think of every time someone goes to church and they pay their tithing. Tithings are 10% of your income, of your monthly income. So you're writing a check out for $500, $600, $700 a week. $2,000 a month. Multiply that by, say, 80 parishioners per church, per synagogue, per temple, in every community, every city, every state. How many millions of dollars is that? Do you think every church, every synagogue, every temple needs that kind of money? No, they don't. So the churches can solve the homeless problem in this country. Not so much as the government. And it's not so much as a government, it's also a community problem. Here in Pasadena alone, I can count 27 new residential projects alone. 10% of that allocated for low income. Now, if you remember seeing yesterday's video, I showed you of the new villas and estates over here on Orange Grove and by Colorado. Those are starting off at $2.5 million. 10% of that is allocated for low income. Like I said, who's going to give you a voucher for housing for $400,000 to $500,000? How are you going to qualify? It's the churches. And it's the church's problem. They're the ones that are supposed to solve the homeless problem, right? I mean, the most rock and roll homeless person in history was Jesus Christ. But we forget that, right? The government really can't solve the problem without the help of the community. The House of Representatives, the House of Community, all that goes from the lobbyists to the assemblymen, to the aldermen in the community, to the community going to the aldermen lobbying, and then it starts to climb. If it doesn't start with the community, that problem is not going to get solved. See, it all starts with the community. And if the community is not going to band together and solve the homeless problem, then the government can't do anything. The government can't do anything without the community's help. That's what we forget. So it's not so much as a governmental problem. It's a community problem first and foremost. We need to take that first step. Like in Koreatown a couple months ago. Oh, we don't have a problem because they wanted to set an emergency shelter in Koreatown about 2-3 months ago. Oh, no, not here, not in Korea. Our real estate is too valuable. Oh, we don't have a problem funding it, but not in our backyard. It's called NIMBA, not in my backyard. Mark knows about this too. Terry, good morning. Yeah. All right. Get the main track. Yeah, YMCA is great too. Yeah, but churches get more of a tax break than anything else. I mean, not everything that a church does is for free. The churches get more of a tax break and incentive than anything else. And actually, the worst church here in Pasadena that does the least is the Catholic Church, St. Andrew's, here in Pasadena. They don't do very much. The churches here that do the most for homeless are the missionary, the Baptist, the Methodist, and the Presbyterians. They do the most, especially the Methodist and the Presbyterians. And then thirdly, the Baptist. I know this firsthand because I've been involved with it firsthand. With the exception of the one church that I used to work with Pastor James Jacobs, the Church of Jesus Christ. And here's the hypocrisy. Next week is next Saturday is First Night Out. First Night Out is this community event where all of Pasadena comes out and they get to know each other at the church over here on Raymond and Villa, Church of Jesus Christ. Remember on Memorial Day when there was supposed to be a barbecue and then someone said, oh, it's going to be over at the church? That's where James Jacobs, he's kind of like based out of. Well, they kicked all the homeless people off the property. What church kicks homeless people off the property? And they take in a lot of money. I know that. I know the bishop and his wife. And for him to stay involved with James, it's very wrong. That's why I want my YouTube channel back. I said this before. Don't subscribe, but check out the channel on YouTube right there. All that video, all those photographs, all that is my work. And I'm trying to lobby to get that channel back. Because that's all of me. I started that channel. And if you look on there, after what, 4 years, he's only got 4 subscribers compared to all of you that I have. I could have made something for him, but he decided to screw me over, cheat me out of my money, and cheat me out of the respect and the work that I've done. But actually, if you look at that channel, all of my respect is on that channel. But it hasn't gained the notoriety. I want all that video, all that content, I want back. Because I put in a lot of man hours. I've fed thousands of Pasadena homeless people here. More so than James Jacobs has ever done. More than the Jacobs Deliverance Foundation, Feed LA County, feedlacounty.org. I've done it, not him. If people really knew all the money and the donations that he takes in, what he spends it on, the poop would hit the fan. I'm still waiting for them to send me that. I have to. It takes a lobby to get that done. And the funny thing is, I kind of had. I'm not gonna say anything, but you know, I think what every parishioner in any church should ask their priest, their minister, their pastor, their rabbi, or in their township. I think that's one of the things as you hand over the envelope, or as the basket is coming across you, and you put that in there. At the end of services, when you're meeting and talking to that authoritative person, ask them, Bishop, let me ask you something. How much of what we give to the church is actually helping the community, i.e., homeless in our city, in our town? If they, well, there's your red flag right there. If they say, well, nothing. See, it shouldn't have to stop and think about it. It should just come out, right? But that, well, you know, sentence. After being involved with nonprofits, 501(c) companies, being in this, I've learned so much. You can't tell me any different. I can see through your veil. I don't care what religious sect you are. I've seen this. I've experienced too much of this stuff. And you can't tell me any different. Because I'll find you out. And again, I'm the only one here in Pasadena that does this. No one else questions this stuff. I guess maybe that's why I get kind of fucked with, you know? That's good. Chrissy in Summerlin, really? Oh my God. How far away from Red Rocks Hotel are you? Are they? I used to live up in Summerlin. At the very top on Dazzling Gold. It was 460 Dazzling Gold Way is where the ex and I used to live. We were there for the opening of Red Rocks Hotel and Casino. We stayed there that weekend, actually. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Full circle. From the 215, right from the Beltway. Yeah, no, yeah. I'll tell you one thing though. I don't like the homes up there. The homes go, they're Cracker Jack boxes. The house that we lived in was built within 3 months. Our bedroom door and the bathroom door, the house started settling, so the frame, the door jambs were starting to get tweaked and they wouldn't open up. I had to go to the hardware store and go buy a plane and shave the door. Yeah, they're Cracker Jack boxes, unfortunately. They just go up in 3 months, and once they start to settle, they're not all that good. But yeah, I used to live in Summerlin. That's how ironic. Wow. 6 degrees of separation. Actually, I love that part of Las Vegas. So you know about the lakes, don't you? The ex used to have a cleaning business, and she used to clean homes at the lakes. Years. Yeah, I used to work at the, you know where the Costco is? There's that Costco. I think it's on West Sahara. It's not Charleston. It's West Sahara, I believe. And then there's that Sears store. Anyway, I used to work at the Starbucks right there by that Costco. And then the wife worked down the street over at the other Starbucks. Yeah, we're former Starbucks employees. I guess that's why I congregate. The lakes were premiering, yeah, in the 80s and 90s, yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's beautiful. There's that one area. Okay, so the lakes are closer to. I keep getting turned around. I don't remember my north, south, and west when it comes to Vegas. I get totally turned around. When I see the Red Rocks, the mountains, to me that's west or north, but it's actually west. So I get turned around. So there's this one area where the old lakes were, where they have the little fountains where the ducks and the geese go. My son-in-law and I my stepson and I used to go feed the geese over there. Every day I'd pick them up from school. We'd go to Smith's, go buy a couple of loaves of bread, and until Holly got off work, we'd go feed the geese. He loved it. It was a lot of fun. They'd chase him around. He'd chase them around. Sahara and Fort Apache. Fort Apache. That's right. Yes. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, very small world. That's very cool. Wow, that's funny. But the lakes is pretty cool. I try to explain that to a lot of people around here. That Las Vegas built this residential area where they have these huge man-made lakes where they actually have these small sailboats, and they're trying to imagine. And I go, you can't possibly imagine. You have to go there and look at them yourself. And these homes are huge. I mean, if I were to strike a gold, one of my real estate companies that I would go to buy a nice, luxurious home would be Shapiro and Charles. They're like the biggest and the best real estate agents. You have a fantasy of a mansion or a dream home in Las Vegas, and you have the money, you go to Shapiro and Charlotte. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. I have a couple of errands I got to run. One of the things I also have to do is I have to do a couple more searches. A stupid thing. I gotta order more business cards. I know, that's weird, right? Always had business card being in this situation. Do you guys know that? I know my Facebook friends. It's stupid. It helped me a lot, actually. It helped me make connections, especially on LinkedIn. So, love some letters from you guys, some cards, some postcards from wherever you guys live, especially around the world. I know a lot of you. Like I mentioned, you guys everywhere. I just want to know my reach. I mean, I see my visual reach. You guys tell me, but I'd love postcards because I want to put the postcards up on my wall. That's what I want. And it's not so much as a letter. The letters are fine and welcome and everything, but I want postcards. I'm just old fashioned pen and plume type of thing. Send me mail there. I want a postcard to see where you guys are at. Chrissy, I will talk to you later. Oh, so Chrissy, I won't do a live stream tomorrow because I have the work program to do tomorrow. I got to do that, so there won't be a live stream tomorrow morning. But I'll let you guys know what my schedule is. So when I do pop up to do a live stream, it's going to be off the cuff, okay? I've been told about that real estate business. I know. You're like the sixth person that I've said, do real estate. Go get your license. Oh, I know. Also been told I should run for mayorship. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I got to get this stuff straightened up first before I do anything else. All right, my friends. So, you guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Let's keep all this racism, all this political rhetoric down to nothing. Let's keep it under our heel, under the sole of our feet. It's all this. We don't need no more racism. Don't call the police on anybody unless you see a crime. Don't victimize people. Don't victimize each other. Stop all this bullshit. Come on. Life is hard enough as it is. You know? Take care of your own backyard before you start planting weeds in someone else's yards. And I mean plant some weeds in someone else's yard. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Pull down your pants and slide on the ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, period, hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification button. Tell your friends and family about me. You guys have been with me so far for the past 2 years, from 0 to almost 1,000 now. You've seen how I struggle. You've seen my past as of 6 days ago, how I made the transition now, how I used to live 6 days ago to how I'm living now. Things can only get better. So, and the plans that I have to do now here in Pasadena, I'm going to turn some heads, and I'm going to break some necks, in the sense that I'm going to turn some heads. Anyway, my friends, I will do my normal vlog today. No live stream tomorrow, but hopefully on Tuesday. I will find out my schedule, what's going to be for the week, and I will let you people know. I love you all. Take care, and have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Love you all. Take care.